Now, Mother, let's go through this step by step until we arrive at an understanding.
I don't know.
Now, here we go. Your current caretaker, Sharon, is being transferred to another facility.
What?
And now you remember that young woman, Naomi, you met this morning?
No.
Well, she fluffed your pillows, you might recall. You tried to bite her because you apparently were not prepared for les efforts visiteurs. Well, she will now be taking care of you.
What? Lordy, Caddy, she's as big as a house.
Well, that may be, but I would greatly appreciate it if you don't mention this to her or call her the B word.
Caddy, how do you turn on this TV?
Oh, you're probably looking at your microwave again, dear. And now see, Mother, Naomi will be useful in such things. Orienting you in space, collecting your pills, doing your shopping, cleaning your linens.
Lordy, Caddy, that's too much sugar for a dime.
No, believe me, Mother.
And I can't find my checkbook for the life of me, Caddy. Do you know where it is?
It is in a very special place, Mother. You may not remember, but we grew weary of our little game of hide-and-seek with the checkbook. So now it's safe and secure, and money is there for you. Yay! How wonderful! Let's move on. Did Sharon take you to that new church?
Well, I didn't know where I was.
That's because I'm having you attending the Universalist Church, dear, because your old one is full of torch-bearing racists since half the old congregation were wiped out in the pandemic.
I can't find my flask either.
Oh, it was returned to you by the deacons after Sunday's service, Mother. Mother!
And when are those nice ladies from the flower shop going to send me my order, Caddy?
That would be Bruce and Henri, to whom you are referring, more than likely. And it's not a flower shop, but a big boat. But how exciting that you remembered to misremember them.
Faces, everyone!
Well, Mother, I must be off. Now, remember to not be alarmed by that nice heavy-set girl when she comes to fluff your pillows.
Comes to plump my bilbos?
No, Mother.
It's the Dragonsail Puppets variety show, starring Sorrenta, Bruce, Catatonia, and Henri, featuring the Dragonsail Puppets band. Anchors away.
Blue flame is the hottest flame. You never know if the good blue flames they are the same thing. We steer by stars and little light. Land reaches water and land sees again my angels all the names are said. And blue, we cool, love the fire in you. My light's a clear light. My thoughts a little beyond. I'm blue, we cool, my war. We steered by stars to distant flames. We rode till we set sail for home again. Did have to begin again, earth then, again, chosen again. All the while loading that light in our minds, while we reach out our hands. Clear light, bright, bright, clear light, clear light, clear light.
Hello, my resplendent cabin mates. Oh, Lord. I am so glad to be sailing away from the muggy Tennessee heat wave. Now, I don't know if any of y'all have spent time in the South during the actual summer, but I can tell you, for at least 4 months out of the year, a hussy could get second-degree burns just taking off her bra. And we also have our share of snowstorms in April. Tennessee keeps a hussy guessing. One of the few memories from my childhood not blocked out by sheer force of will involves one of these storms. My mother was at a homeowners association meeting at our Broken Dreams Estates trailer park, so I was home alone. Now, in the next trailer, I heard Big Ethel and Tammy fighting over some plank of wood named Darryl. Suddenly, I heard shots firing. Lord. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm not impressed by the latchkey kids that we have today. In my day, we could hitchhike home all by ourselves, cook dinner, hell, even pay the mortgage if we had to. So I took the initiative and called the police. Well, by the time they got there, Big Ethel was already on her way in that rusty dump truck of hers to toss Tammy into the Cumberland River. Or it might have been the other way around. I don't know. So the police started searching my trailer, and they found all my mother's quaaludes, and I looked out the kitchen window, and I saw her spotting that squad car and then running like the devil the other way through the street towards the Shame on Me shack. So, of course, they took off after her and arrested her, and for 6 weeks of blessed silence, I had the place to myself. Why was I telling this story? Oh, yeah, it was snowing at the time. You know, in some way, I think all the great matriarchs of the Broken Dreams Estates prepared the way for me to encounter certain hussies in my life, namely...
Georgia Hot Flash!
Oh, so this past week, Georgia found a new way to blow $1,600 of her benefactor's hard-earned dough. She went to visit a psychic in Santa Fe. Oh, she was so amazed at all the intimate details of her life this psychic just seemed to know. It was all such a revelation. Of course, I pressed her on it, and she said all she had to do was provide her name, birth date, and place of birth the day before so the hussy psychic could download her aura from the cosmos. And I told her, Georgia, with that information, I could look you up and tell you the shape and size of your brother's colon. Now, I'm also disappointed in her brother, mind you. No imagination. I mean, making it look like an ash from the fireplace set the house on fire, that's the oldest insurance fraud trick in the book. Now, to picture her brother, imagine one of those ding-dongs down in Venice Beach who can stay entertained for hours by a hacky sack, only missing most of his top teeth. Yeah, I think his last steady work gig was working road construction. Oh, yes. Yeah, he got fired after news of his prior arrest surfaced in tandem with his being featured in the local construction workers' strippers calendar, in which he was blessedly featured as Mr. February, the shortest month of the year. Yes, my hussies, construction worker strippers. And you wonder why I-65 can't get completed. Oh, Georgia posted a video of one of his dance performances, The performer trait runs through that family apparently like a steady carbon monoxide leak. After I saw what he was doing with his arms, I suggested to Georgia his next job should be guiding planes in at the airport. Hell, I'll see y'all on the other side. I got things to do. I am the sun god, and I give rain. I feed the fruits that flourish upon the plain. When all other gifts of time have fallen out of fashion, there will always be surrender and a honeysuckle passion. Don't just take my word for it, hon, regarding the perfection of my spritz. Check out what these others hussies have to say. Georgia, if you insist on making a mud wrestling series, your next performance will be held at the Ringworm Clinic.
Wrong clip, Chi-Chi.
So short the time spent in sorrowful twining, but how dramatic the sweetness all received. She's talking about honeysuckle passion, trust me.
My son gives it to me. It's free because I'm his mommy.
My Brucey gave it to me so I could smell pretty. It sure does attract the bees.
Yes, Georgia, it's absolutely miraculous, isn't it? Now, just yesterday, I was accosted by a very satisfied customer. She was so tearful with gratitude for my fragrance that I was glad I hadn't had time to mace her. Now, I'm not saying she was a chunky girl. I mean, size is relative, as we know. But nobody's going to be hauling her up on a parade float to usher in green pepper pickle relish day in Ridgetop, Tennessee anytime soon. And yeah, she said more strange people were sniffing her now more than ever. I mean loud sniffing, snorting even. Now, I think she might want to spend a little less time in parking garage elevators. But I also have to believe it is the miracle of honeysuckle passion drawing all these cretins into her personal space. So do something to distract from your lesser features, honey. Spray yourself down with honeysuckle passion. Hurry while there's still time.
So, what's happening today in the Afghanistan Peninsula? I know. I wrote a country music song.
Oh, there's no way Surrender will let you sing one of your songs, especially a country music, huh?
I am free to do what I want to do in the tumescence of the pop corner space, especially since this is when Surrender goes to the toilet with strawberry slimming shaped cramps. Check this out. Oh, honky-tonk hussy, spilling beer on my truck, while I pray to God and salute the flag, and we all run amok. I'll write more later.
Does it really take a long time to write that sort of thing?
Well, my process, admittedly, is a very fallopian way of working.
Well, I think Surrender thinks it's best that she write all the songs.
And that, my good sir, is poop on a frisbee. I have to fulfill my destiny when I was voted at Civil Disobedience School to be most likely to write a hit song.
I thought you were voted most likely to eat gum found under the table.
Well, that too, but I've already done that.
I'm sure you're appreciated enough for your singing.
Well, I better be. I mean, I'm serving up chicken a la king on toast here.
Hey, I saw another one last night.
A ghost dealie?
Yeah. I was entertaining the spirits of a French poodle clan from the 1800s when I saw a smoky flame rise up from my Ouija board.
Uh-oh!
Oh, it's not a big deal. It just meant something got released.
And where did it go? Far away?
It's hard to say. Sometimes they get confused and try to enter the bodies of the sleeping. Those are the lesser gremlins. And then you just have to breathe on them and say, no, no.
And that works?
Especially if you have really bad breath.
I do! So do they ever become something funny like a duck?
Well, only if the duck says it's okay for them to enter. Or if it's just not paying attention.
So have you ever been at your whooshy board and you pull up Aunt Madge and she starts quacking like a duck?
Happens all the time.
Oh.
And vice versa. Many people we see walking around are probably at least 20% duck.
Oh, an exploration into the metaphysical. Je ne peux pas hésiter. I often envision the next realm as a place where one may pursue one's desires unimpeded by physical limitations. Oh, so many fantasies of reading about the histories of culture, free from the strictures of duties imposed by the clock. And then I mused to myself, Catatonia, what relevancy would history have in a world without time? And then I laughed.
Catatonia, your mother's on the phone.
Oh, c'est impossible. Naomi was instructed to ply her with
Just leave
Benadryl.
these dogs alone so they can wrap it up.
Oh, I was sure she was on the toilet.
Quick, quick, quick. No, I think I'm still duck free.
Yeah.
Tacos for me.
And me.
And me too.
And me too.
So many.
Turn back the stream of time.
Keep it classy, hon. You on speakerphone.
Yes.
Well, Georgia, we have discussed your life choices. I don't know why you wore that spray-painted paper bag with a Christmas bow to Paris, France. France is not your culture, huh? They have a strong sense of fashion and a strong sense of the ridiculous. Also, as limiting as it might seem, you should stay at the Hobnail Lounge and not let your sugar, that benefactor of yours, buy you your own pen to play in. Trust me, he's just trying to keep you busy, stocking up on supplies, hiring hussies to deal with customers, cleaning the toilets. And he won't care that it'll all go bankrupt because he just needs a temporary storage facility for those smuggled fur coats or whatever. I'm just guessing. And besides, Georgia's place just sounds like the name of the palliative care wing of an oncology department, if you ask me. No, don't ask me what that means. I guess sometimes people gotta get their arm operated on. Hot as a volcano? That's the name of your new show. Well, I have, of course, seen some of it, and if you're talking about one of those volcanoes a grade schooler makes for their science project, it's a fit. Hon, I mean, the only thing missing from it is a mime. No, I've seen more excitement in a colonoscopy recovery room, girl. And those backup dancers, where'd you pick up those hussies? You'd do better with cutouts made of wet cardboard. No, they look like if cold macaroni had a pulse, but just barely. Seriously, it looks like you filmed this in your garage, right? So you may want to check to make sure there's no carbon monoxide leak or lead in your wall paint. I mean, I know you're no fresh English here, but if you're gonna do it, you gotta really do it. Get out there and shake it like a Polaroid, hussy! Oh, you do so know what a Polaroid is, Georgia, don't lie. Now, I gotta go. We got another number to do. Now, I'm setting you free now, woman. Thou art loosed. And remember what I told you to tell that joker what funds you. About that bar he wants to buy you and keep you in like a slave. Don't back down like you always do. He's just trying to get in your good graces so you'll do what he wants. That's why he's been putting the toilet seat down all this time.
Loves the stars. Some would say it's not enough. searching for life on the stars and the moon and the planet Mars. But some would say life isn't long enough to try those odds. Since my head's spinning, cause there's no limit to all I see before. And here I cling, but I'm sure of something beyond the door, as close to life as we could ever know. Stardust in the knot of this place. And I dip down, I trip down, expect to cry. But there's another world in my sleep. The seas rise to match the sky, swallowing the stars in my eyes, while the suns are skimming by. And the great fires are raging in the solitude of space. In a meteor's heart, I watch the ground, the floor to me before me, and the leaves raining down upon it from the dawn.
You make me happier than Velveeta Flames after her 5th divorce settlement. I send you off now to the land of ocean dreams, full of trade winds and scuttling crabs. I'm off to cut myself out of this string of light since I'm currently being electrocuted consistently every 5 seconds. So y'all go forth and live in life. Suck it up, hussies. Oh.
Serinda's gowns, courtesy of the Pinch My Penny Markdown Rack. Wardrobe consultation by Chi-Chi's Productions. Personal assistant to Serinda, also that drag queen from Guatemala. Special promotional consideration by Georgia Hot Flash. Serinda's fragrance, Honeysuckle Passion, makes white diamonds smell like talcum powder and embalming fluid.
Oh,